Hello, folks. Two Shads Gabby here. It is Thursday. We are back from our weekly Thursday bank run. I've got my 3 boxes of halves. I got 3 boxes of pennies and 2 boxes of nickels, and we're hoping to get into these halves, hoping they're circulated so that we can have us a good search today and maybe find a couple of pieces of silver. That'd be amazing. Did pretty good last week. One of the boxes last week was new, but we had 2 of them to search, so it worked out really well. Let's get started here right now. Well, I'm in luck today, folks. All 3 boxes have circulated coin. Hopefully, at least one of the boxes will hold a silver coin in there for me, and we can meet at the 2025 silver finds when we're done. We'll get started on one of the boxes and see what we find. In this first box, I weighed them all, and none of them gave me that, 226, 7, or 8 or anything. This one, I might even need a new scale because I put it on there 3 times and I got 3 different weights. So, but that might be a silver ender. And it's saying 4, so it's probably a 40%, I would guess. I think that's silver. I certainly hope it is. Let's open it up and see. Well, that one on the end definitely looks silver, and it'll be a Kennedy. So what will it be? 65. That's what I was expecting, the 40%er. But that's one, and that means we're not skunked. So that's a fantastic start as far as I'm concerned. I'm halfway through the first box now, and I have the 1 silver, and I did pick up a 2003 NIFC. But I did want to show you this. Silver right now is at like $36.27, down actually a few cents from yesterday. But I thought it was fat, because I've been collecting this silver from banks for years, and I can remember thinking, man, if it got up in the 30s, how awesome would that be? And we're there, and they're talking like it's getting ready to go higher. But look at how much just 140% half dollar's worth. That's pretty cool, folks. And obviously a 90%er is worth more than double that. Well, the second half of this box was quite boring. I still just have the NIFC and the 1 silver. I have to run next door and try to till the last part of my mom's garden. I'm hoping to get back before our Bible study later this afternoon and get started on box 2. Well, sadly, nothing in the second box here to indicate a 90%er, so I'm hoping for maybe a 40%er or 2. I got the tilling done, thankfully. A couple rolls in, I found a 2015D NIFC, but someone has put their initials on it. By the way, folks, box 2 is brought to you by the number 4, the colors red and black, and the letters DP. I'm getting near the end of the box 2, folks, and I just wanted to show you this. This is a poor quality minted coin, and I am going to go out on a limb and say that I'll bet you this was minted in the 90s, because I've seen so many poorly struck coins from the 90s. So let's just check this out and see if I'm correct. All right, I just popped it out of the paper there. It's the coin that's on top. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm not going to a world of trouble. But it's the coin right on top. And I am just going to bet you, well, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the 90s. 1997. There was very little doubt in my mind. Well, I didn't get anything at all in box 2, so now we're moving on to box 3. Well, there's nothing with a obvious 90%er. These 2 have a 226.2, which could possibly have a 40%er. This one was only 223 something, which is extremely light. So I'm going to open it up too and see what maybe is causing that. We'll start with these 2 and see if we get a 40%. Well, sadly, neither one of those 2 that weighed 226.2 had a 40%er in it. So now I'm going to open this with 223 and see what the deal is. Look at this. Look at this, folks. 1941 Australia penny. Is that cool? That looks like King George VI there. as when Britain ruled over Australia. That is so neat. I don't think I've ever gotten one of these before. Well, that was fun as could be. Well, that's the reason why it was so light, because this guy here, regularly the half dollars are 11.1, 11.2, or sometimes 11.3 grams. But check this out, 9.3. That's why it was a couple of grams light. Well, that's really cool. That's a very fun find right there. Well, guys, I'm happy. I'm not quite halfway through box 3. I think that right there, about the 5th or so on the left, is going to be a 40%er. Did I drop it? Yep, there it is, 1967. So I have 2 silvers now, so that's cool. I'd love to get one more and get one for each box. That'd be amazing. 67, 40% silver. I had company here earlier when I found that Australian coin. But you can see it right there. I didn't even catch it while we were talking and stuff. And so I didn't even catch it at first. So I'm going back now to see, just to see how I missed that. That's really cool. That's really neat. Just getting into the second half, guys, and I think I've got one of those gold coins here. They're pretty neat to find, especially if they're still in good shape. Sometimes they start getting worn. Oh, it's a centennial. And that one's a nice one. Golly, that is a really nice one. How about that? That's pretty cool. Pretty nifty. That's a fun find there. Well, I finished the 3rd box, and we just ended up with the 2 silvers, which is cool. The Australian, which is really cool. And the nice gold coin. Oh, and a couple of NIFCs. Anyway, I'll meet you over at the 2025 silver box. Well, here we are at the 2025 silver finds box. I sure like showing up here on a frequent basis. Tonight we went through 3 boxes of halves, and I got 2 silvers, 2 40%. One of them's really nice looking. That 65 is super, super nice. But they're both 40% silver, the 65 and the 67, and that puts me at 115 silvers for the year. My goal is 150. We're doing really well. We got the gold one. It's a doozy, I tell you. It's in good shape after the gold coating put on it. And then it was really fun finding this guy right here. A little bit of damage on it, but that was still a fun find. Whoop. 1941. That's really cool. All right, guys, man, I hope next week. Oh, I'm not going to get to pick up my coins next Thursday because I'm not going to be in town. I hope I can pick them up on Friday. If not, it'll have to be early Saturday morning. It's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling. And we'll see you next time around. I think I'll get a penny box started here in a day or two. See you later.